What's up guys, this is Dante Lewis with Finesse Inferno Basketball Player Training. And if you want to become a better shooter, we're going to give you 5 tips to instantly knock more shots down in game. Alright, so the first thing and maybe one of the most important things is you have to have a nice, strong, balanced base. What a base means is you have to have your feet about shoulder width apart and you have to maintain this base throughout your whole jump shot. If we're shooting the basketball, my feet are going to be hips low, I'm going to be dropped, my butt's going to be slightly back, and if I shoot the basketball and I go, I want to keep my feet maintained wide with my posture and stance the whole time. So as I go, I'm going to shoot on balance and then I'm going to keep my feet engaged the whole time. A lot of people when they shoot the basketball, they tend to click their heels together, but if you notice when I start to click my heels together, my feet become off balance, and even if I'm shooting the ball at higher speeds, it's going to hurt me when I shoot the ball at the rim. Second tip we're going to teach is hand placement. When we teach hand placement, we want to find the middle of the basketball, and we want to have our peace sign or middle of our hand right here in the middle of the ball every single time. The second part is we want to have our hand slightly on top of the basketball on the side. So we don't want to have our hand too far here, we don't want to have our hand too far back. If our hand is too far back, it tends us to make shoot with 2 hands, and that's what we don't want to do. So our hand's going to be in this position, our hand's in the middle of the basketball. So now when I get to my position, I'm always able to shoot a consistent shot. The last part is we want to have a loaded wrist. We want to have minimal movement throughout our shot. So if I'm here, my wrist is going to stay back, so when I bring the basketball up, I don't have to create leverage to get under the ball faster. So if I'm going like this and my wrist is loose, too much motion to my shot, which creates an inconsistent shot every single time. Hand placement's in the middle of the basketball, hands on the top or on the side of the ball, and our wrist is back before we shoot the ball. So once we've got our balance and once we've got our hand placement correct, the next thing we're going to have to do is elbow drive. That means we have to push the ball with our elbows throughout our shot and not our hands. This will help us create more consistency in our jump shot as we shoot. So when I shoot the basketball, I want this part of my elbow to stay the same. I also want my wrist loaded throughout my whole entire shot. So when I shoot the ball, I'm going to push the ball through my elbows so I can get under the basketball easier, so it creates more arc and it creates more of a better chance for you to make the shot more consistently. So the fourth tip we're going to teach you is how to create more rhythm and flow throughout your shot. You almost want to think about your shot as a reverse waterfall. So if I'm going to go and I'm shooting the basketball, I want to keep the ball and I want to follow the basketball. So one of the things you can tell yourself to get more flow within your jump shot is ball down, legs down, ball up, legs up. And when I go, I'm going to follow the ball as I move throughout the shot. So as I'm going, I'm going to drop my ball, then I'm going to drop my legs, then I'm going to bring the ball up, then I'm going to shoot. So as I go, I'm going to shoot one full speed. You're going to see how the ball moves throughout my whole shot. This is going to help me create momentum at the basket so I can create more leverage and more consistency so I can shoot the exact same way every single time. So the fifth and final tip to become a better shooter is to freeze your finish. What I mean by freeze my finish is when I shoot the basketball, I want to extend my elbows and knees at the exact same time. The other thing I want to do is I want to create leverage on my shot, and I want to bring both of my hands up, and I want my guide hand and my shooting hand to follow throughout the whole jump shot. The other part is I want my bicep to be close to my cheek when I'm done shooting the basketball. That means I'm creating more leverage, I'm creating more arc on the jump shot, and I'm creating more of a consistent jump shot as well. So if I was going to shoot the basketball, and I don't have a basketball in my hand right now, but as I shoot, I'm going to bring down. When I go up, my guide hand follows, my shooting hand follows, and I snap and follow through to my target as I'm shooting. These are the 5 tips that will instantly help you become a better shooter. If you like these videos, like and share and subscribe. We post videos every Wednesday.